So I had to make a part two because I read my comments and a lot of you guys were upset. Both men and women, which honestly I was kind of confused because I didn't use any derogatory terms. I didn't name call and I didn't belittle anyone. I just spoke on the facts. And one thing that I have learned about black people is that you love to have a pacifier in your mouth. You love to be soothed with lies and illusions. But we are in the new age of Aquarius, so that requires you to wake up and actually start seeing things for what they are. I literally said in my part one of this topic here, no shade to this man. No shade to this man. I said no shade to this man before I gave my commentary. Then not only did I say no shade to this man, but I was also addressing the collective of black people, and then I addressed black men, and I kind of went in and out, back and forth between the two collectives. And somehow it's you hate black men. You hate black men. You know, they don't want to see the black man. Are you okay? I didn't call them out their name. I didn't speak down on them. All I spoke on was economics. And y'all couldn't handle that? What is tea? Why are y'all so triggered? Why do y'all get triggered over the truth? So I'm going to break some things down. First and foremost, I am a black woman. I created a legacy here on the internet regarding who I am, my commentary, my opinions, and the things that I stand for. And you guys want me to put all of that on the line to prove a point over a man that thinks slavery is a choice. He created and helped build the empires of non-black women, the likes like Kim Kardashian, Amber Rose, and even Julia Fox recently. He helped those women with their empires. But you want me to put my empire, what I'm building, on the line for this man?
Hey sisters, don't fall for these celebrity black men that always want to come back home and pimp us for our support, but you know they really don't like us, right? The Kanye West that was raised by a very smart woman that put him on, right? He pimped us. Came out here throwing the Delta sign, oh, George Bush don't like black people, making us think that he was down. And as soon as he got to George Bush levels, who did he pick? Amber Rose. No damn type of degree. No Delta in sight, right? Gallivanted her all around the world and catapulted her to where her family now and legacies to come are going to be straight. Kim Kardashian said he legitimized her, right? He didn't pick a sister to do that. He didn't pick a sister that was down and out like him, that he could have catapulted and changed her life and generations to come. Nah, he picked Kim Kardashian and Amber Rose. And now we supposed to stand against Adidas for him? Bruh, matter of fact, you're not my brother, Kanye. You're more of an enemy to me than Adidas is. Believe that. Because you know me and you still didn't choose me. Okay? How do these brothers really think that they're going to come back and get our support when they go out here and live their lives like they do? Yep, you're not our brother. You're not. Because you clearly showed us that when it was all said and done, you would never choose us. So why the hell do you think that we're going to choose you now? Choose to stand up for you. Choose to put my Adidas away. You must be crazy.
Also, black people, you actually prefer microaggression racism because it's not in your face. It's not being done directly towards you. It's actually being done in ways that are very subtle. And it's more acceptable to you because it's not direct most times. And so you're okay with that. But this situation really rubbed you the wrong way. It really shook the table for you because you're starting to realize that you're not as free as you thought. You're starting to realize that you actually do live in a system. And the pandemic was not enough. In the George Floyd situation, the prime of the Black Lives Matter movement wasn't enough because once the world opened back up, you got back to doing what you do, living in the system and pretending like everything's okay and everything's good in your world. But the reality is when situations like this happen, it shakes up your world and you think it's negative. But the reality is you live in this system every day. But you get distracted by gossip and celebrities and entertainment, music, things like that. Family maybe, but you still live in a system. For me, when it comes to this whole situation with Kanye, he should have been canceled when he was doing this type of stuff. I mean, all of a sudden, you guys want to defend this situation? I don't get that. I don't get that. He was just wearing a White Lives Matter shirt. You guys didn't say anything when he was making all of those anti-black comments while married to a white woman. When's the last time we've seen Kanye with a black woman? If P. Diddy didn't put his empire on the line, if 50 Cent didn't put his empire on the line, why would I? I think it's interesting, and one thing that I do know is when it comes to my wokeness, I'm not going to be ignorant. I'm going to be educated, but I won't be ignorant, and I also will play the game. And if that bothers you, this probably is not the channel for you, because I know what lines I can cross and I know what lines I cannot cross. See, being woke is just that, being woke. But don't be ignorant, black people. Don't speak on the Jews, because the Jews actually gatekeep. And if black people would have did their job by holding their own accountable, it would have never got to this point. But it got to this point because we refused to hold our own accountable within our own community. And so when that's not done, outsiders have to come in and really flex their power and their dominance in this country. And it's just unfortunate. I honestly don't know what I said that was so terrible, so disrespectful in the last video. It's like anytime you remotely give constructive criticism, you're labeled negative. The people that are saying, I'm so negative for speaking out on what's actually happening. You know who you sound like? You sound like when you try to have that conversation with your black parents about, you know, some of the things that they did to you in your childhood, or even that grandmother, that auntie, you try to call them out about some of the things that they did to you, like bullying you and stuff like that. And the first thing they say is, are you calling me a bad parent? What you saying? And it's like black people hate being called out on their shit. Hate dealing with the reality, the truth, because of what it really means. Sad, huh? Yeah, it is sad. This is why the black community has not grown in years. This is why when it comes to these platforms, these social media platforms, we keep recycling the same topics and subjects and debates every year. Like this year, we're going to talk about who's going to get their plate made first on Thanksgiving. Will it be your man, sis, or will it be your kids? I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. I like these kind of chats.